Hello, I am Sandhya BS, research scholar from Reva University under the guidance of Dr. Rohini Deshpande ma'am. The topic of presentation is detection and analysis of network traffic using K-means clustering elbow technique. These are my contents. Abstract, introduction, pre-processing of the CDR, analysis of the traffic in cellular network using K-means clustering elbow method, algorithm of the proposed work, results and discussion, conclusion, and future work. The unfolding usage of mobile users, inclusive of both 4G and 5G, creates huge accumulation of data in the cellular network. The network service providers need to ensure proper management of resource in terms of uninterrupted service with cost effectiveness. In this regard, one of the major challenges is the detection of cellular traffic caused due to various mobile phone activities like incoming outgoing calls, incoming outgoing SMS, internet activity, etc. In this paper, K-means clustering elbow technique is proposed for the detection and analysis of cellular traffic. In the first step, the raw CDR, that is the call detail record, issued by service provider is pre-processed to convert into machine understandable form. In the next step, it is analyzed using K-means clustering technique, which detects high traffic and low traffic in the cellular network. Finally, the work is verified using elbow method subsequent the formation of the clusters. This is the abstract of the presentation. Next is introduction. In recent decades, with the attracting features of mobiles and unfolding development of generations, including 4G, 5G, the world is getting more connected to mobile communications. This leads to the problem of huge data accumulation in the mobile network, and hence the analysis of data becomes complex. It is the greatest challenge to resolve this issue due to the lack of suitable methods and algorithms to detect the anomalies or unusual behavior in the mobile network. Research to an approach with the same impulsion is creating a new interest in the field of mobile network data analytics using machine learning tools. Considering the problem of traffic analysis in the cellular network, it is proposed to use the unsupervised K-means clustering elbow method and is best suitable technique to detect both high and low traffic clusters. With the literature survey conducted, it is evident that rigorous research is going on with respect to cellular network management with less human intervention. It focuses on uninterrupted services, including present and next generation for better resource management. It is required to conduct the pre-processing of CDR effectively such that a suitable machine learning tool can be applied for further analysis. One of the important analysis is the detection of cellular network traffic. The previous works detects high traffic clusters in the network but not the low traffic clusters. The low traffic detection is also important and shouldn't be neglected for proper network resource management. In this regard, K-means clustering elbow method is proposed to detect the high and low traffic clusters in the network caused due to services like incoming, outgoing calls, incoming, outgoing SMS, and internet activity. Next, pre-processing of the CDR. Call detail record, that is CDR, is the set of mobile users' details produced by the cellular network operator. The CDR issued by Telecom Italia in Milan Trentino is used in the work proposed. The grid type CDR is of area Milan grid and tenting grid of 1000 squares and 6575 squares respectively, each with an area of about 235 square meters. The CDR dataset contains 8 numerical features. They are call in activity, call out activity, SMS in activity, SMS out activity, internet traffic activity, square grid ID, country code, timestamp information. There are many challenges to be considered in pre-processing the CDR data collected. Generally, they have few partially filled fields and unwanted noise which is to be removed. The CDR data, which is in the unprocessed form, is very large, that is about 300 MB. Therefore, in the proposed work, it's preferable to sample the data in the initial stage. The size is reduced to 8 KB by sampling with sample size n is equal to 100 to make computation easy. After pre-processing, all the missing values in the CDR datasets are filled. Mean values of all the attributes are calculated for further analysis, including the network traffic detection and distribution. The 5 CDRs of different dates are now in machine understandable form, ready for future analysis, which is the detection of traffic anomalies using machine learning tools. Relevant graphs for all the CDRs are generated, which gives the overall information of total network traffic distribution, total call activity, total SMS activity, and total internet activity. Next, it is analysis of traffic in cellular network using K-means clustering elbow method. Cellular network traffic detection is the realization of different traffic types by analyzing the CDR data set. This is the prime concern for the network resource management functions like ensuring the quality of service and cost management. K-means clustering is a popular unsupervised technique to recognize the traffic patterns. It has many types of methods to cluster the data points. However, the suitable method of clustering to be chosen according to the requirement of the problem and the data sets. K-means clustering algorithm considers all the data points in the data sets with the same priority. In the proposed work to analyze the cellular traffic is created by the mobile users, K-means clustering elbow method technique is used to detect the high traffic and the low traffic activity. Depending on the distribution of the CDR data set, the optimal number of clusters is determined. The K-means clustering elbow technique is very efficient as it is not only detecting the number of traffic clusters, but also verifies the number of clusters detected is optimum or not. To brief the same, the optimal number of clusters K of mobile activities is determined by this algorithm. The method used to determine the optimal value of K's elbow method. The number of clusters chosen is such that the inertia value becomes constant and further clustering is stopped as average distortion increases. The proposed method is compared with PCA RF regressor and ICA tools and is found to be more suitable in detection and analysis of traffic anomalies. This table shows the comparison of the proposed technique along with PCA with RF regressor and ICA. In the comparison analysis, the key evaluation factors considered are detection of type of traffic, number one. The second one is detection of individual CDR activities. Third one is the complexity, and fourth one is the cost. From the table, we can understand that PCA with RF regressor detects only high traffic. ICA detects individual CDR activities but will not form traffic clusters as required. In terms of complexity and cost, PCA with RF regressor is very complex and costly. Considering all the factors, it is evident that the proposed technique, K-means clustering elbow technique, is better than the other machine learning tools, PCA with RF regressor and ICA in terms of required evaluation factors. The overall algorithm of the proposed work is step 1. The raw CDR data is processed by normalizing empty fields by the mean values. Step 2. The optimal number of clusters K of mobile activities are determined by using K-means clustering algorithm. Step 3. The number of clusters are determined such that the inertia value becomes constant without average distortion. Step 4, that is the last step, is the technique used to determine the optimal value of K is verified by elbow method. Now, results and discussion. The primary step in the detection of the cellular network traffic is to pre-process the CDR. When the CDR data is pre-processed, the scattering details of the mobile users' activities are obtained. CDR is next converted to machine understandable form. 5 sets of different dates are pre-processed and the simulation results are obtained. The clustering simulations obtained for different CDR activities shows both high and low traffic intensities. The plot of arm shape that verifies the optimal number of clusters obtained for all the activities. So the first plot shows the scattering details of the mobile users when incoming calls are conducted. The second plot shows the outgoing calls. The next plot shows the scattering details of the mobile users while in incoming SMS activity. And then fourth plot is for the outgoing SMS activity for the mobile users. Next is the internet activity. And lastly, the total activity, which is the aggregated activities of incoming outgoing calls and incoming outgoing SMS and the internet activity. These are the graphs which shows the pre-processed data of CDR for all the different activities. Next, these graphs show the pre-processing of 5 sets of CDR data with different dates for one particular country code 39. So the first plot is about the incoming call activity and the outgoing call activity with the difference in the color indication as mentioned. And the second plot shows the SMS activity for all the 5 dates. Again, which differentiates the incoming and the outgoing SMS with difference in the colors. Finally, this is the internet activity conducted for 5 different dates. So this is all about the pre-processing of CDR. Next, it's the results and discussion about how many clusters are obtained for every activity. So for the incoming call activity, we can see that number of clusters formed. And the second plot is for outgoing calls. And these are the clusters formed for incoming SMS. And these are the clusters formed for outgoing SMS. And these many clusters are formed for the internet activity. And these are the clusters formed for the total activity. Total activity, as I mentioned, it is the aggregated activity of all incoming calls, outgoing calls, incoming and outgoing SMS and internet activity. So the different colors shows the different clusters. To tabulate the same, the incoming call has 3 clusters, outgoing call has 3 clusters, incoming SMS has 3 clusters, outgoing SMS has 3 clusters, internet activity and total activity have 4 clusters each. So this shows the verification of K-means clustering using elbow method. So when you observe this graph, it is like an elbow shape or an arm shaped graph, which prompts us as to how many number of clusters has to be chosen for the optimal value. So as this is for number of clusters chosen 3, so it prompts that we have to choose number of clusters as 3 to avoid the distortion. So for one particular country code, when the results are analyzed, we can see that the traffic clusters formed. The yellow color indicates the low traffic, blue and purple indicates the moderate traffic, whereas the red indicates the high traffic. So for one particular country code, we are able to observe all the types of activities, traffic activities, that is both high and low traffic activities. Conclusion. The paper presents the pre-processing of CDR data set and the detection of traffic in the cellular network using K-means clustering elbow technique. After pre-processing, the total activities of incoming calls, incoming SMS, outgoing SMS, and internet are obtained for different country codes and also observed for one individual country code. The pre-processed data is used for advanced analysis to understand the mobile user's behavior and to detect the traffic in cellular network caused by the different activities of the mobile users. The cellular network traffic is analyzed using K-means clustering elbow technique, which is verified with an arm-shaped graph. The novel work proposed depicts the detection of both high and low traffic in the cellular network created by the mobile users. This benefits both the cellular network service providers and the users in terms of resource and cost management. The future work is it can be extended to understand the actual cost for low traffic. Further research will help us to lead to classify the different causes of the low traffic activity. It could be due to cell outages, sleeping cell, or the non-usage of mobile users appropriately. Thank you.